Coming back with breaking news, hot off the press. Look like Caitlin Clark had a new video that is definitely breaking the internet. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Been critical of Caitlin Clark this offseason. At least I have. I can't say we all start the video off like that. But I have been real critical. I feel like Caitlin Clark needs to do more. You know what I'm saying? To engage with her fans, to tweet a little more. You know, do a little bit more speaking engagements directly to the fans, not just, you know what I'm saying, something to get it back. And I feel like this right here, what I'm about to show y'all, this is her doing that. So there's a video of Caitlin Clark going viral all over the internet. And it's her speaking. I believe this is a Glam Girl interview. I don't know. Don't hold me on this, y'all. But we finna react to it, man. We got some Caitlin Clark content. And let's jump right into this thing. It's 3 minutes long. And hold on. We got to read the caption. Somebody said, no, Caitlin Clark Style, shout out to them. Caitlin Clark Style said, the women behind Caitlin Clark produced by Glamour with Eli Lilly and company. So that's what we finna look at right now. And let's get it popping, bro. Road footage.
I'm Caitlin Clark, and we are here to talk about women that have inspired me to become myself. I feel like my mom has always kind of been my rock. The first person I called when I got hurt this year was my mom. I'm like, can you fly here and cook me a meal and just spend time with me? And that is just the person that makes you feel safe. And I probably took that for granted as a kid, but my mom always made the best meals. I think it's important to take time for yourself. And I think also when I do have free time, one of my escapes is cooking a healthy meal for myself, whether that's, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I really do enjoy that. Just putting on music and making a home cooked meal. And I think that's because it feels like a safe place for myself, because that's kind of what I grew up on. Coach Bluder.
Now that they're out the gate, her mama. See, we never knew that. We never knew when Caitlin Clark got hurt. She got on the phone, Mom, I need you to come up here and spend some time with me, cook for me, just help me out. Shocking. See, Caitlin, it's stuff like this that's going to keep the fans engaged. I love this. I don't know if her agent was behind this, but this is just a different like of Caitlin Clark. This is something we never seen of her. I'm loving this content so far. Let's finish watching it, bro. I like this.
Has had a great impact on my life. We've been able to stay in close contact over the course of my career. Now, obviously, I've been away for 2 years and she has now since retired. But I think one thing that was probably super impactful on myself and all of my teammates is we always had a breast cancer game or a cancer game, and she would always bring in cancer survivors that got to kind of tell their story, but also the impact our team had on people and how much joy we could bring to them, because those people were huge Iowa women's basketball fans, and them getting to spend a day with us meant the world to them. So I think it put great perspective not only on basketball, but what we get to do for other people. I think my partnership with Lily.
See that there. Now, I did a video earlier today. You guys might not know this. I did a video earlier today speaking about Lisa Bluder. Lisa Bluder sat down with Sarah Spain, and that was the video I did before this one. And she shedded a bunch of stuff on Caitlin Clark that we just did not know. Stuff that I feel we needed to know, to kind of help strengthen up the fan base. We know we all have been critical of the Caitlin Clark era and the Caitlin Clark fans' hype, I should feel moving forward. But Lisa Bluder, dropping jewels. Let's get back to this.
I think, more than anything, first of all, they care about women's sports, which is incredibly important to me. And now getting to play in Indianapolis and them being based here, it feels like a pretty natural partnership. On our jerseys, we wear the Lily patch, so I feel pretty lucky and fortunate to be able to work with them. Maya Moore was definitely my favorite basketball player growing up, male or female. Getting to meet her and watch her play in a game for the first time is probably one of the greatest memories of my childhood, truly. And when Maya Moore did come and watch me at Iowa, it was a surprise. She was sitting courtside, and just to have somebody you grew up wanting to be take time out of their day to come and support you. And she was inducted to the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, and the way she talked about team culture and how much that meant to her, and being a team player and how impactful that can be on your life is so true. And being on teams that have been really good, how true that is and how much that meant to her. And throughout the course of her career, it's just an easy person to be able to cheer for. My favorite book growing up, it was Winners Never Quit, this picture book, and it was about Mia Hamm. And I remember when I would read books before I went to bed with my parents, that was the one I always wanted to pick. the resiliency she had. That's the whole story of the book, and what USA Women's Soccer did for not only, female athletes, but women in general, and how much they brought people together. Like, that's just been her ability, is just really to inspire people and to give back. And I don't think I would be here if it wasn't for them, because they were the people that inspired me to want to play in the first place or want to work hard and achieve everything that I wanted to achieve. Like, if it wasn't for those people that have kind of inspired me, like, I certainly don't think I would be able to play in front of a sold-out crowd every single night and have young girls and young boys screaming and wearing my jersey. Like, those are moments you never take for granted.
Guys, this was great. Shout out to Kayla Clark-Style for sharing this. And just like I stated, man, we need more of this. We need more of this offseason, of Kayla Clark speaking with us in depth, telling us stuff we didn't know, just different stuff about her and her personal life. I don't want to be one to, indulge on people's personal life, but this is just great for her to be opening up a little more, expressing to us how much her mom, helps her talk about Lisa Bluder, how impactful she was. But I think this is just great for her brand moving forward. We do know Kayla Clark shoes is finna drop in like 3-4 days. Her PE shoes, her player edition shoes, and we got to support that. I know like everybody's in mixed feelings right now with the genre and with how women's basketball is going. But guys, I've never not once said don't support Kayla. We have to support Caitlin. If we want Kayla Clark to be the best basketball player we know she is, we have to keep supporting her brand. We have to support her financially for us buying her merch, for us buying those Wilson basketballs. We have to still let our voices be heard, the little that stayed. And hopefully, Caitlin Clark can reach the mountaintop again, get back to where she was at, because as of right now, there was a lot of turmoil, I feel like, that was caused by the Indiana Fever, front office, the way they went about for us managing Kayla Clark, for us handling everything that went down this season, taking her off the ball, putting her back on the ball, making her add all that muscle, which I was one that was complaining about that months ago. And I just feel like, Kayla need to get back to the basics. And the basic is going back to Iowa, maybe going to get some training, pull up to some Iowa basketball games, get in tune with what got you here, and like that's my whole thing with her, is just going back to what got her here. That was just playing great basketball and being, hometown hero, what I'm saying, sweet, all-American chick, what I'm saying. I feel like she go back to that. Not to say that she's not been that, but I feel like we haven't been seeing a lot of that. Kayla Clark has kind of disappeared from front of the spotlight a little more. I don't know, man. To me, it's just feel like the attention maybe had been a little too much for her. But I just feel like she going back to the basics, go back to being what got you here. Everything will be fine, and all the support will come back. But guys, Kayla Clark shoes drop. We got the golfing event coming up. Guys, we still got stuff rolling in the month of November. I want to know y'all thoughts in the comment section right now. Keep them bells on, because you know what, man? I'm going to bring you the news. And like always, till next time, shake the haters off. I'm out here, bro. Peace out.